Good morning, children. Welcome to Standard 9. This is Shubha teacher, and I shall be taking history for y'all. The first chapter of this year tells us a lot about the places from where we learn about events. Now, how do you know about events that have already happened? You might have heard it from your teachers or your elders, or from the stories that you probably heard from your family members, or read about, or even probably watched. Sometimes you also learn about things when you visit places like historical monuments, or forts, or palaces, or temples. So when you learn about history or events through these places, from someone, heard from someone, or read about it, it could be anywhere. These places are called as the sources, the places where you get information about the events. These places or sources are of 4 types, and that is what we are going to study in this lesson. The 4 types are written, material, oral, and audiovisual. So if you have read about a story, learning about kings or something, it would come under written. If you have visited a monument, and there the person has told you about the king or the event or the war that has taken place, you have seen something, right? So that would come under material. You've heard stories from, say, your teachers or your elders about events of the past, then it will come under oral. And if you have watched something, say as a documentary or a movie or anything educational, then it would come under audiovisual. So this was just a introduction of the different sources of history. I shall start with written sources. As you can see on the first page of your textbook, the first page of the lesson, the different types of written sources are mentioned over there. Newspapers, encyclopedias. Encyclopedias are sometimes they're a set of books, okay, and mostly they arrange events or knowledge information in an alphabetical order. That is why these books are they usually come in a set. Now, of course, we depend on the Wikipedia for most of our information. Then you see the others over there. Periodicals means something that is published like a newspaper, but at different time levels, that is probably weekly or monthly. Then diaries of great people, reference books. Now, usually in our textbooks and all, a bit of information is provided to us. But if we want to know more about the event or the person or the historical happenings, then we would go to these books. Correspondence refers to a collection of letters, probably letters, official letters between exchange between great people. Now such letters also give us a lot of information. And of course, documents in archives and gazettes. Gazettes are also published like newspapers, sometimes not as big as a newspaper, sometimes just papers, just one paper or two that is published by the government.